What's up, everyone in TV land? Not gonna be very long. I gotta get ready to go. I'm actually kind of running a couple minutes late. I went to my physical therapist appointment today. Of course, you know what they do is they hurt you, even though they tell you it's gonna hurt before it feels better, because you gotta find out what's wrong before you can exercise that areas, whatever. So of course they give you a plan and say, hey, practice these particular exercises, and then that's where you go from there. Like, there's not much else to it, unfortunately. Like, you do these stretches, and then if it worsens, or if it hurts doing it, don't go too hard, because you don't want to hurt yourself. But you also don't want to not do anything, because then you can kind of not build your muscle back up where it needs to be at. Like, my strength, I think that they had me like squeeze this I don't even know what they called it, but just let me squeeze just to measure your strength in there. And of course there's a noticeable difference between my left and my right hand, but it's something that can be measured, and they say, okay, well, we're gonna try to build the strength back up with these certain things, and that's what I gotta try to do. I don't know how long it's gonna take, or anything else, but I think that's the best thing that I know that I could do in the meantime, even though it hurts, is just those particular exercises and stretches. 2 times a day, I think that's what he said. Yeah, 2 times a day. Because you don't want to overdo it. Because I know that when I'm standing or moving my arm a little bit too much, like, it starts throbbing in the particular areas, and there's not much I can do except for just elevate my arm, and that's what we're gonna do. But I wanted to talk about basketball, because I was trying to find something else too. The games this weekend on Friday and Saturday, I want to be able to bring something more to the table for the boys, so they can be a little bit more prepared. But unfortunately, since we don't know who the other team and their squad, we got to play our game. We also got to bring a little bit more, I don't want to say assertiveness or even toughness, is just awareness. And I think that's where I bring a lot of that in to the team. Is just it's not just the game, it's not just what the score is or who has the ball. It's where's your teammates at, where's everyone else at, and being aware, I think, really, really helps mentality wise, just to understand the game a little bit easier. I mean, I'm nowhere close to being like a genius or a savant or anything like that. And I mean, heck, it could take me like forever just to learn one play. I mean, heck, the plays that we're learning, it's simple, but it's just remembering which ones are which. Since the names are they're just names, they're placeholders pretty much until they're actually set in stone, and that's what we call it. We got like 10 games left. I don't know if that's exactly 10 games, because there's tournaments involved and stuff like that. So I hope that in the meantime, with the practices that I'm able to go to or help with, hopefully it's more. That's what I really hope for. Because even though I'm going through all this other stuff, it doesn't really matter. As long as I'm getting better. I mean, that's the whole thing. And it's not like I'm just staying home. I mean, I'm only out 2-3 hours a day or something, maybe 4. But I'm trying to be more active. I'm trying to get back into what I need to go to. I'm just thankful that it fell in my lap that I'm able to help. I know my son's not playing, but he's still gonna understand, like, basic concepts. And being in the 8th grade, going into 9th grade, I think that's really gonna help. Because last year, I know it didn't really help the 8th graders going into 9th grade, because they didn't get the experience and the teaching they probably really wanted to have. And with all this going on, you can't really fault everything, but there's a really big learning curve, unfortunately. And the gap is going to be filled. It's just whenever that development happens. But that's all we can hope for. And that's what I bring: some self-awareness and hopefully, just a more energetic spirit. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. Got like 4 minutes now. 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes. Talk to you later.